Just posting YouTube videos are not going to get you views or sales. And I see this all the time when I work with my clients. Most business owners get stuck in a cycle. They're creating videos because they know they need to be consistent on YouTube. So they're posting weekly videos, hoping for views, and then wondering why their videos aren't making them sales in their business. The fact is, not every YouTube view is created equal. And in fact, if your videos aren't planned properly and structured for the YouTube algorithm, you're wasting your time posting those weekly YouTube videos. So I want to walk you through how to predict whether your YouTube channel and your videos you post on it will actually make you money. I don't want you to waste time, and I want you to make more money if you're here on YouTube, so let's dive in. The biggest thing that I help my clients in my YouTube coaching experience do is improve their click-through rate. Your click-through rate is the number one metric to predict whether your videos, whether your channel is going to get you sales, because that will tell you if your title and your thumbnail have caused people to even click on your video. Because if you think about it, if nobody clicks on your video, they're never going to hear what you have to say or even what you have to sell. So the biggest thing that I work with my clients on is figuring out what is your title and thumbnail going to be before you even craft the content for that video. Because if you can't come up with a compelling title and thumbnail that will get at least, I tell my clients to shoot for, at least a 5% click-through rate, that video is going to be dead in the water. Just a few quick tips for how to create a compelling title and thumbnail. First of all, do not put the title of the video as the text on the thumbnail. Do not do that. Absolutely not. You want to have maybe 3 to 5 words on your thumbnail, and you want to have a photo of yourself on that thumbnail as well. Now, there are a lot more things that you would want to focus on with the title and thumbnail, but those 2 things are really going to help you improve your click-through rate, I hope, if you're not doing that right now. The next thing that you're going to look at to predict whether your channel is going to make you any money or your next video will is your audience retention. If you are lucky and you win the click and you have a good click-through rate and people are clicking on your videos, but you can't even get them to watch 30 minutes of your video is dead in the water again. There have been more times than I can count when I'm auditing a client's channel and they get a click-through, right? They get a good click-through rate, but their audience retention nosedives after 15 seconds. They can't even get 60% of people who clicked on that video past 15 seconds. This is a big problem because YouTube wants to provide good videos to people. So the first thing you need to do to prove you have a good video is get the click. The second thing you need to do is get people to actually watch your video. So if YouTube sees your video has 60% of people leaving in 15 seconds, YouTube is not going to put your video in front of more people. Therefore, nobody's going to find your content and know what you have to sell. Now, most of the time, it's not because the content is bad. It's just because they don't understand how to structure their content for YouTube. Remember, if you are on a particular platform like Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, you need to structure your content for what best performs on that platform and how viewers and users of that platform expect that content to unfold. So if you aren't opening your videos with a strong hook on why they need to keep watching, or if you're opening your videos with music and an intro, or you're opening with your videos, thank you, welcome back to my channel, that is a problem. It doesn't mean you have bad content, it means you have a bad hook. So if you can start looking at your audience retention, and if you don't have videos up, just get videos up so you can start to learn what is good for your audience and what isn't, and you can start to focus on things to keep doing well and things to stop doing that aren't doing well. Because when you keep people engaged, when you keep people watching your videos, YouTube rewards you by pushing your videos in front of more potential buyers. And they do this for free. You don't even need to throw ad dollars behind it. 70% of strong retention videos get promoted more frequently on YouTube. So that's a really key element that's going to help you predict whether you're going to get the views you need and the sales you want from your YouTube videos. The next thing that you need to make sure you're doing is targeting the right audience. Because if you are targeting the wrong audience, you will not make sales no matter how many views that you get. So again, bringing up a lot of the clients that I've worked with over the past couple of years, I see this happen all the time. They want a broad audience. They don't want to leave anybody out. They want as many sales as possible. But what happens is when you create content that's for a very broad audience, you actually attract no one. So one of the first exercises that I take my clients through when they join the YouTube coaching experience is getting clarity on their ready to buy viewer. The audience that they're going to want to attract, because that's the audience that is right on the verge of buying a solution to the problem that they're having. That's the whole game here on YouTube for business owners, is getting your videos in front of quality viewers. And when you can start doing that and the algorithm understands who those people are, YouTube will just find more of those people. But when you become too broad, the algorithm on YouTube has no idea who you are trying to attract, and it's just kind of throwing spaghetti at a wall. But if you're very precise and specific on who your audience is, YouTube will find more of them. And again, if it's your ready to buy viewer, YouTube will be sending you more potential clients in course sales, right? So I talked a little bit more about why your content is broke, focusing on ready to buy content in this video. So if you wanna dive into some examples on ready to buy versus beginner, check that video out next. But I wanna keep moving on here and talk about the next thing that's gonna help you predict, will your channel make you sales? And that is tracking your conversions. You can post all the videos that you want here on YouTube, but if you don't know if the videos are directly leading to sales, how do you know your time is worth it? This is where conversion tracking comes into play. There are a few ways you can track whether or not your YouTube videos are driving you sales. So one of the easiest ways is Google Analytics. It takes a bit to get set up, but I feel this is the best way to determine, is your YouTube content paying off? And that's why when my clients join my program, I have a Google Analytics expert as well as training about Google Analytics for them to get their Google Analytics set up so they can see the traffic and the sales coming from YouTube, because there's nothing more inspiring and motivating than knowing when you post a video, you get a sale and you know it comes directly from YouTube. The other great thing about conversion tracking is you're gonna know which topics tend to get you more sales. In fact, business owners with conversion tracking are 40% more likely to know which videos are generating real revenue from their YouTube content. There's another easy way to set this up, and you could create a separate funnel or a separate landing page that you only send your YouTube traffic to. So it would be a link that you only mention on YouTube, you only put in your YouTube description box. That's gonna help you easily track, are the viewers from YouTube going to your call to action, to your sales page, to your opt-in. If you aren't tracking this, you're flying blind and missing out on valuable insight that could help you optimize your content strategy to make more sales on YouTube. Let me know in the comments if you are tracking your YouTube traffic yet. Totally fine if it's not, just say tracking or not tracking so I can get a sense of where we're at. Maybe that's a potential video that I will dive into in the future, but I wanna see where you're all at and what questions you have about this tracking. We talked about click-through rate. We talked about audience retention. We talked about targeting the right audience. We talked about conversion tracking. Now, the next thing that we're gonna talk about to help you predict whether your YouTube channel will be successful or not is diving into what's working and what's not working. When I help my clients build their strategies, we build on a concept, on a theory, on what I know has worked for hundreds of other clients before. But the real power in perfecting your strategy and making sure your YouTube makes the most amount of money as possible is getting videos on YouTube and reading the real life data, because that will tell you the facts. And YouTube Studio gives you so many analytics and it can be incredibly overwhelming, but there are just a few analytics that I have my clients focus on to look at every week to help them determine what is their next best step forward. What do they need to keep doing? What can they stop doing based on these metrics? Because if you aren't looking at these things, you keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. But if you aren't using the data to change the result, it's insanity, right? So for example, if my clients are seeing views, but they aren't seeing sales, it means their content isn't aligned with their ready to buy viewer strategy. This is probably because they listened to some wrong advice from some YouTube gurus here on YouTube, because the majority of YouTube strategists and YouTube gurus here speak directly to YouTubers. And YouTube strategy is a totally different ballgame for YouTubers versus business owners. So most of the time when you're watching advice from YouTubers, you're getting bad advice and it's going to affect your sales. I want to break down the exact differences between what is a YouTuber strategy and a business owner strategy and what you should be doing as a business owner to make more sales in my next video right here.